Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. It's 7:30 on our Thursday, September 5th. We start off in Augusta this morning where the Richmond County Sheriff's Office and Georgia Power crews are on the scene of an accident. We're told there were injuries, but no word on how severe. Georgia's power outage map showed about 80 people without power this morning. We are working to learn more details, and we'll keep you updated when we do. Local and national leaders speaking out after the mass shooting at Appalachia High School in Winder that killed 4 people and injured 9 more. The GBI identifying the suspect as 14-year-old Colt Gray. He was a student at that school. Governor Brian Kemp speaking at a press conference yesterday. Here's what he had to say.
Being from Athens, just down the road, Marty and I having a daughter that taught first grade just a few years ago. This is everybody's worst nightmare.
The governor praising 2 school resource officers who are being recognized by law enforcement for stopping that suspect. Reactions pouring in from across the nation. President Biden called on Congress to pass a common sense gun law. He also released a statement saying, quote, "Jill and I are mourning the deaths of those whose lives were cut short due to more senseless gun violence. What should have been a joyous back-to-school season in Winder, Georgia, has now turned into another horrific reminder of how gun violence continues to tear our communities apart." Vice President Kamala Harris also reacting to that shooting. Harris called that shooting a senseless tragedy at a campaign event yesterday. She said it's outrageous that every day parents send their kids to school and may worry about whether or not they'll come home alive. Former President Donald Trump also taking to social media saying, quote, "Our hearts are with the victims and loved ones of those affected by the tragic event in Winder, Georgia. These cherished children were taken away from us far too soon by a sick and deranged monster." Here at home, Mayor Garnett Johnson releasing a statement saying, quote, "My heart and prayers are with the students, teachers, and faculty of Appalachia High School, as well as the city of Winder and Barrow County." Columbia County officials posting on Facebook saying the county is keeping the Barrow County, Georgia, and Appalachia High School community in their thoughts and prayers. And when news first broke of the deadly school shooting, Shepherd Community Blood Center jumped into action, sending life-saving blood and platelet products to various hospitals for those victims. Shepherd Blood says they sent what they could, but they couldn't send as much as what was asked for. Now they're calling on you to help out. The CEO says they got a special request from Grady Memorial Hospital for emergency blood products after they received several patients in need of blood. The blood you donate could be sent to Atlanta to help them out. You never know who you'll help with your donation.
The blood that's donated, tested, and ready to go on the shelf, that helps in an emergency. So that's why we try to encourage folks to donate regularly, every 56 days, because we never know when something like this is going to happen. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's a matter of when and not if.
You can donate this week on Friday. It's tomorrow from 8 to 6, Saturday from 8 to 4, and Sunday from 11 to 4. The FBI in Atlanta and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office releasing a joint statement on that shooting. Officials say a year ago, the suspect, Colt Gray, made online threats about a school shooting at an unidentified location and time. Officials say Gray posted pictures of guns, and within 24 hours, the FBI notified Jackson County Sheriff's Office, who then took action and interviewed Gray and his father. The joint statement says, quote, "The father stated he had hunting guns in the house, but the subject, meaning Gray, did not have unsupervised access to them. The subject denied making the threats online. Jackson County alerted local schools for continued monitoring of the subject. Officials say at that time there was no probable cause for arrest or any additional law enforcement action." And just into our newsroom here in the last few minutes, another teenager was arrested for making threats online. That's according to the Gainesville Police Department, right next to Barrow County there. They say a 14-year-old faces charges of terroristic threats and disruption of the operation of a public school. The name of the student and the school they attend has not yet been released, but we know it is Hall County. School safety is on top of everyone's minds this morning. There will be a school safety meeting at Cross Creek High School September 16th. Now, this was created before yesterday's shooting. There will be officers and other school officials at that meeting, and it starts at 6 o'clock. An investigation confirming Richmond County school system police officers cheated on tests. The investigation revealing questions and answers were on required certification online tests were shared between several officers. Investigators interviewed 8 officers, including Corporal Kara Lundy and Sergeant Dorothy Hallman. Investigators say Lundy got a suspension, letter of reprimand, and was removed from the emergency response team. On July 10th, reports say Sergeant Holloman has not received any disciplinary action. Still unclear whether she still hasn't been disciplined. That was July 10th that report came out. Today, the Columbia County School District is hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new Westmont Elementary School. A delay in the new school's opening pushed students to start the year at the Columbia County Performing Arts Center. Students and staff were able to go to the new location on Oakley-Perkle Road about 2.5 weeks ago. Well, if you've been wondering about the progress made on the old Regency Mall in Augusta, we have an update for you today. A new charter school, is expected to break ground within the next couple weeks. The school is called the Rocky Creek Charter Academy. It'll be the first major development of what many people call a focal point in Augusta. The Georgia School for Innovation and the Classics says this is just the beginning for them, and hopefully other projects will bring new life into the area. That's not the only thing brewing at the old Regency Mall. City leaders plan to turn part of the mall into the Cardinal Town Square with restaurants, shops, and housing.
We think, too, that we're just a small part of a bigger plan to hopefully revitalize that whole area. There's been talk for many, many years of something should be done in that area.
School leaders say they hope to have the initial building done for next school year. Richmond County Board of Election members are moving 2 polling locations, so if you currently vote at the Bell Terrace Presbyterian Church and the Charles Evans Community Center, you will now vote at the Henry Brigham Community Center. These changes will start for the November election. That's all we've got for you on the news side. Let's send things over to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong now for a check at your Thursday forecast.
All right, thank you, Nick. We've started a bit cloudy. We've had a little sun to peek out there this morning. We've been following a little bit of some rain that's just to the east of the Covington, Georgia area outside of Atlanta. Doesn't seem to be holding together, so most of our morning is going to remain on the dry side. There's that beautiful look at the sunrise for right now. Kind of a partly to mostly cloudy sky, which has given us temperatures a little bit warmer this morning than yesterday. 68 with the breeze around 8 to 10 coming in from the northeast. Still holding almost that 70 mark there up around Lake Thurmond. 68 Crawfordville, the 70s, Allendale, Millen, and Sylvania. Nice breeze, though, that's continued most of the night, about 8 to 10 between Augusta and Aiken. Winds will pick up through the afternoon. But a sunny start right now to partly cloudy, becoming mostly cloudy, and those temperatures are going to remain right around the lower 80s. Now, tomorrow and the first part of Saturday, the rain chances are up, and that's really the only window we've got for rain over the next 7 days. Out of Sunday through Wednesday, we're going to dry it up quite a bit. Overnight lows will start returning more fall-like in the upper 50s to low 60s. We'll have unseasonably cool 80s that'll continue through next week. Monday through Wednesday, 82 to 84. Have a great day, everyone.